Mao Shi received the book, kowtowed and went out. Not long afterward, Chen Yin died, leaving Chen Hong alone. He spent all his money to teach singing and dancing, and left his youth to entertain others, but he said that Chang Jiji had begged Simon King since that day. But he still couldn't get it, and the landlord kept pressing him day and night. It happened that Simon King was returning home from Tokyo. He had to meet the wind today and the wind tomorrow. After more than 10 days in a row, we had no choice but to meet him. Tong can't meet each other these days, and the house is very busy. Last night, I was chatted with by the housekeeper all night. I can't bear it. He pulled away at 5 o'clock and asked me to wait for him slowly while the high-ranking official had not gone out. I wonder what your wishes are. Earl Ying said, if you are entrusted by someone, you must be responsible for it. I am here today. At any rate, just ask the senior officials to help you. After the two had a few more drinks, Earl Ying declined the morning drink. Chang Jiji persuaded him to have another drink to pay for the drink. So they went out together and went straight to Simon King's house. They walked in out of breath and yelled, I have been waiting for half a day and I only got half of it. Just rest in the hall. Earl Ying then asked, where is your father? The book boy said, Dad is playing in the garden. The Earl said, please speak up. The two still carried it in. After a while, the book boy came out and said, Father, please ask your second father and second Uncle Chang to stay for a while. So I'll come. The two waited again before Simon King came out. The two of them bowed and asked to sit down. It's not finished yet. It's only half hooked. Chang Jiji stuck out his tongue and said, Sister-in-law from the 6th house. It's just 6 boxes. It's so easy. In a small family, even a piece of cloth is hard to come by. I must be a rich man. I was going to wait for Mr. Han to get home and talk to him. Is it important now that he is tired? The Earl said, it's not the second brother Chang that matters. I can't be his sister-in-law. So I have to ask him to come earlier. Two of them, they all thanked each other and said, it's a rare brother's kindness. Simon King called the boy, go and tell your aunt that a bag of broken silver was taken out of the leather box. The book boy promised. After a while, he took out a bag of silver and handed it to Simon King. Simon King said to Chang Jiji, this bag of broken silver is the remaining 12 taels of the reward from the Imperial Palace. In Tokyo that day, you can use it for miscellaneous purposes. Later, if their descendants were not good, even their ancestors' tombs were lost. The soil is not protected either, but we know that the way of heaven is better. Simon King said, that thing is very active and dislikes silence. How can it be buried in one place? It is also designed to be used by people. If one person accumulates it, someone will be missing. Therefore, it is extremely sinful to accumulate treasures. Just as he was talking, he saw the book boy bringing out some food after the three of them finished eating. Chang Jiji stood up to express his gratitude and walked home happily with money in his sleeves. As soon as I entered the door, I saw my wife making a lot of noise and coming out, cursing. The leaves of the sycamore tree are falling. You are a bachelor. You went out for a day and left your wife hungry at home. Shang Wuzi came home very happy. He opened it and looked at it and said, Brother Kong Fang, I see you are shining and ringing like a priceless treasure. You are covered with gold. I'm numb. I wish I didn't have the saliva to swallow you down. I will buy some clothes with the money tomorrow and go live elsewhere. I won't fool around with you anymore. The woman said with a smile, my brother, where did you get the money you are carrying? Chang'e remained silent. The woman asked again, my brother, do you blame me? I just want you to start a family. Now that I have money, I have discussed it with you. But it is not good to buy a house and settle down. She has suffered so much and blamed others. If I don't take it from him now that I have money, people will say I'm merciless. When the senior officials know about it, they have to cut me off. No. When we get a new house, it will look better when we move in. I just don't feel like a big official. Out of kindness, I moved the house the next day and asked him to sit with me, the woman said. We'll figure it out later. Chang'er smiled and said, I just said a lot of hard work. If I don't fight for these muttons, I will kill a few cattle for you. The woman pointed at Chang'er with a smile and cursed, cruel thief. Today you are holding a grudge. Let's see how you can do anything to me, Chang'er said. I'm afraid that one day, you will call me 10,000 times, brother, please forgive me. You're just a little whore. I won't spare you any mercy, try what you can. When the woman heard this, she laughed and went to the well to fetch water. Then the woman cut a bowl of mutton, put it on the table, and called, brother, eat. Chang'er said, don't eat the food I just ate. If you are hungry, just eat some yourself. The woman ate it alone. After collecting the housework, Chang'er was sent to buy clothes. Chang'er ran to the street with money in his sleeves. I looked at several and didn't like them. Make a package, carry it home, and ask the woman to open it and take a look. The woman looked at it and asked, how much money did you buy it for? Chang'er said, 6 taels and 5 cents of silver. The woman said, although it is not cheap, it is worth the money. And I have friends with many officials inside and outside the capital. Recently, I became a disciple of the Grand Master. The letters and letters from general questions seem to be flowing back and forth, and I can't take care of them carefully. You also have to be easy to get along with, and don't talk about right and wrong, and talk about things. That's it. Okay, if he is a mediocre scholar and is used to making trouble, how can he be used? I only have one friend. He is now a scholar in the state. I have been tested several times but failed. He has talent and knowledge in his heart, sure enough. He is the best in the class. Then he failed. Later, after taking several subjects in a row, he couldn't help but have white spots. Simon King said, it turned out to be a field that had been sold. What a number. The Earl said, it doesn't count. He is the only wife in the family. She is only about 20 years old. The 2 children died of acne again. Now that he is the only one left, he will definitely come out, Simon King said with a smile. What he said about him is good, but they're all fools. What is his surname? Simon King said, you are all worried, but I don't believe it. I can read some of his books that you memorized. When he looks good, I will invite him to come to my house and live in a house. It's just a mouthful, and he looks good. The Earl said, I remember that he sent a letter asking me to find a master for him. I read a few lines in this letter to my brother. Huang Yinger, this letter is sent to you. Please don't think about it. Needless to say, the whole family relies on you to be healthy, with the word she by the side, and the official standing next to it. Sometimes you must seek convenience. Envy is like a rafter. Sparse words come and go, and clouds of smoke rise when you write. If you are behind in writing, you can do the same thing without any jealousy. You are great, brother. Therefore, I don't stick to the form and just write a song at will. Besides, that piece of music is really interesting. Simon King said, nothing else. What's the 5th sentence? Baiju said, brother, I don't know. This is the word Baidao, which is particularly difficult for people. The word house is on the side, and the word guan stands next to it. Isn't it the word guan? If you have a library, be sure to recommend it. Therefore, it is said, sometimes convenience is required. Brother, look at his words. Is there a single word in his words that is gossip? He is more knowledgeable than his talent. The year before last, he was sitting in the house of a minister Li. There were dozens of girls in the Li family. All of them were beautiful. He was handsome. We will deal with him when he comes. It's true, generals are not good at martial arts, but children can always be literary.
Alright, this story has come to an end. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you.